Previously on the otherworldly journey of Grundle, waking up in an enigmatic underworld, Grundle found himself amidst shadows and stifling heat. Despite his alien surroundings, he remained resolute in his pursuit of the elusive goblin sticks, determined to unravel the mystery of their unfamiliar location and their inexplicable circumstances. He was soon set upon by a host of vile demons. The skirmish was fierce, and though he fell behind sticks in the melee, he kept his focus, tracking his adversary to a distant, gargantuan edifice. Suspended by enormous chains and looming ominously in the center of a vast cavern, this immense stone structure presented an awe-inspiring sight, and he soon learned that it is known as the God Binding. The underworld teemed with unfamiliar creatures, goblin-like beings with amber skin, seemingly fixated on salvaging various items, particularly metals, and transporting them to the looming structure. Undeterred, Grundle journeyed onwards, using a demon's skin as a disguise to infiltrate the God Binding. Inside this formidable stronghold, Grundle confronted a monstrous three-headed dog. But even in this dark place, allies emerged. Enslaved workers helped him vanquish the beast. He asked them what lay beyond, and they claimed a god resided within. Grundle pressed on, drawn by the irresistible lure of answers and the trail of the elusive sticks. What mysteries will our stalwart hero uncover as he delves deeper into the God Binding? Will he find the answers he seeks, or is he walking into a trap? Stay tuned for the next gripping chapter in Grundle's Odyssey.
Have they, ripped this thing apart, or are they just leaving it dead as it is?
I think they're just going to leave it.
Okay.
So you were able to rest for 8 hours unmolested. You don't really hear any noise during that period. Those little guys left pretty soon after you started. They might have, grabbed some meat off this thing, potentially. Yeah. They might have grabbed some things and then just kind of took off while you weren't directly interacting with it. Seems like they're not looking to join your rebellion. They just want to get the fuck out.
I figured so. I might just have a little scout around for potential weapons, potential shielding. I mean, he's all fist, but
yeah,
he's pretty naked at the moment, so if there's anything that can help.
Perception check.
Perception. That is 26.
Good. So you look around a bit, you do find some scrap metal that has some parts where you feel like you could comfortably hold it, and this will act effectively as a shield.
Okay.
Without too much problems if you want to use it.
Thank you. Alright, and I'm assuming there's pretty much one way in, one way up?
Yeah.
I will have a quick look and get my sneak on.
Okay, so you do that, you look around this area, you find that shield. You make your way further inside the God Binding. So you enter a softly lit corridor. There's torches on the walls up a bit high above. The light casts eerie shadows onto etchings on the wall. It seems like you're in a sort of a long corridor, and these images carved in the walls.
Is it still, because I suppose, continuously going up?
So you sort of, when you came in here, you weren't right at the bottom of it, because it's this suspended stone, a massive thing. You weren't right at the bottom of it. So inside this thing, presumably it goes down, it goes up. You've gone sort of gradually up. This is a straight, flat corridor.
I might try some occultism, see if I can get anything out of this. Well, not great. With a 14.
Total. Okay. You can tell by looking at these images that they're kind of crude. These aren't ancient carvings that are intricately elaborate and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
This looks a bit crude, but you do get a little bit from your 14. It's pretty clear that though, it tells a story as you move along, and there's no one else in this corridor, so you feel like you can relax slightly, you can see ahead. There's nothing there. It's a sort of an image to start with of what is very clearly the God Binding, and the surrounding area seems to be a sort of a settlement of sorts. It seems sophisticated and elaborate, or at least that's the way it's depicted. It moves to a different location. You see 3 humanoid figures, and then there's sort of 3 swirls of colour in front of them, or kind of sort of above. So they're red, blue, and brown swirls of colour.
Yeah.
And they seem to be interacting in some sort of way. It's a bit hard for you to read the subtext of whatever's going on here with your 14. And there seems to be a few images that you can't, repeating images of these figures, but you can't quite discern what's going on. It seems to be telling a story, though. And it seems that the red vortex seems to get absorbed into the 3 figures. And then the red vortex seems to be opposed to the blue and the brown vortex. You're having trouble figuring out what the actual meaning is. But then you see the god binding again, and the red vortex seems to be moving down into it, with the other two, the blue and brown, above. It seems to be like a bit of a sense of motion, moving down, like they're above it, kind of forcing it in even, or something like that. There is what appears to be a room with 3 sort of doors of sorts. Kind of like crude grates kind of drawn on the wall. And 2 of them are just black inside, or left plain.
Yep.
And then the third one is like a fiery red.
Okay, and when you say the third one, do you mean
One,
left,
two.
middle, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then there's another image, like right at the end, like you're kind of coming up to the exit to this area. There's a door up ahead. And then kind of like what would seem to be the end of this story is kind of the same as the first image. You've got the god binding in the center. And then you've got like a kind of a settlement around, but where before it seemed like it was kind of this elaborate civilization of sorts, now it's like just simple tents and things like that. It looks really crude. But it looks like it's the same location. If you're comparing that first image to this one, it seems to represent a change. So there's a door a bit ahead of you, and you do hear hammers against anvils and things like that. You can feel a lot. It's a lot hotter.
Yeah.
Coming from behind
Hair's a
the
bit
door.
thicker.
Yep, that sort of stuff. And you can hear activity. It feels like there's people in there. More active. That scrap was being sorted and presumably brought in here.
Yeah, okay. So check the door. I'm going to assume there's not much locking down here. There doesn't need to be any locking down here.
So it's just like a large black wooden door.
Yeah.
It's quite heavy. You don't see any kind of lock. There's no like keyhole or anything like that. It's kind of like a... Yeah.
The hinges indicate it pushes outward.
They come in towards you.
Okay. Try and sneak a peek.
Yep.
14.
You look in and you see large, imposing workstations with these guys with the yellow skin, sort of goblin-like creatures. They seem to be like labouring over these workstations, many of them working at them, and there's like a red glow in this room from molten iron. You do see one guy walking around the room. He seems to be the guy in charge, the guy making sure that people...
He's a 3-headed dog.
He's the 3-headed dog. In the centre of the room, you'd see a towering figure. At first you think it's some kind of demon, like right in the middle, but then you realise it's actually a suit of armour that's just sort of being propped up.
Okay.
You can see glowing runes on it, and it seems incomplete. It's massive. It's like 30 feet tall. There's all these runes glowing over it, and it seems like the things they're working on at the workstations seem to be like parts of this.
Yeah. Right, do I see any figures my size?
So the little dudes are, like I said, goblin sized. You've got the big ogre who's probably about nearly twice your height.
Yeah.
And then there's the suit of armour. Other than that, you don't really see anything different.
Okay, is anyone moving around except for the ogre?
No. Occasionally, but it seems like he's moving around with purpose. Occasionally one of them will move from one workstation to another. It seems like these guys actually seem kind of like skilled artisans. They don't actually seem like just crude manual labour. You do see some evidence of spell casting even, things like that. But no one your size.
Does it look like to be a thoroughfare? Can I see an exit out of this room?
At the far end, you see that there is actually a portcullis of sorts. It's a very large portcullis, like probably nearly 40 feet tall, but you do actually see to one side of it there's a small door. So presumably, and this is about, the door is actually interestingly sized about right for the little guys.
Yeah.
It seems, and it looks like it's part of the building. It doesn't look like it was added later. It looks like it's designed for someone their size.
At the workstations, is there like scrap metal around them? Or are they all...
Yeah, it's a bit more sorted at this point, so you're seeing similar kinds of scrap metal at each place, so it's not a random assortment anymore. It's a lot of large single sheets of metal and things like that. It's things that are being sorted and organised. There is places to hide. There's like the workstations do provide cover and things like that. Don't think of it as just one big open room. I probably haven't described it in quite enough detail, but like there is different workstations. There's even different levels around the outsides. It's kind of raised up.
All right.
Just the suit of armor itself. Like if this guy was on the other side of the suit of armor, just that armor would provide cover.
All right. I'm going to give it. If I'll do a check, but I'll give it 5 minutes and just try and see if I can map his movements. Right. If he's doing the same thing over and over again.
Okay. Do you have anything? You don't have like a warcraft.
I do have warfare.
Okay. I feel like tactics-wise, like I feel like that's a good check to use for that.
Okay.
Do you?
Use a hero. That's better. 24.
That's good. All right. So you sit and watch this guy for 5 minutes, watch his patrols. They're not like...
5 to 10, whatever I need to... Yeah.
And you start to sort of see that, like, there's not, like, a specific pattern to what he does. He feels like he's kind of wandering around as he pleases. But you do notice there seems to be certain workers that he definitely seems to be watching more closely. So that there are people who are like, oh, he's keeping a closer eye on that one. He's going to that one more frequently. Maybe you can use that to your advantage.
Yeah.
So although you don't get like an established patrol, you do notice like, oh, he's repeatedly going back to this workstation.
Yeah. And do they, just from more curiosity, do they happen to be more of the enchanting side of things or more of the...
So it's like there's particularly large sheets of metal, pieces of armor that are being enchanted.
Yeah.
That he seems to be keeping a very close eye on.
Yeah, okay. Who knows what he's looking for? All right. Look, I will start heading towards the door. Obviously trying to keep as much distance between him and me. I'll make sure my glup face is...
Okay, it's still on.
Is good.
All right. I'll do a stealth check for you.
14, please.
You start to move through using your knowledge of this guy's movements to avoid him. And you feel like you're moving pretty quiet and you're sneaking around and you're moving behind some piles of scrap and some workstations. And you get pretty far along and you are on the other side of the armor. So you're feeling like, okay, I can sort of... I'm in a good spot. But then, like, you just sort of see a foot right in front of you and you realise you've walked up right in front of one of these workers.
Yeah.
You've very masterfully avoided the ogre, and then you sort of look up. This is just a little sort of goblin-looking dude just looking down at you like.
I'm going to have to use performance, and I'm trying to look as. Look, I'll see if he's on my side, and I'll just try and give him the. Yeah, shh. Oh, this is going to be good. Ooh, 25. 17 plus.
So are you sort of trying to be like? Is it more of a like ignore me kind of thing?
Pretty much. It's just pretend I'm not here.
Alright.
Unless you want to help me.
You see him sort of look over at the ogre and then he kind of looks back at you.
Yeah.
Do you say anything to him?
Please help me get through the gate.
So he looks over. He seems to understand you. These ones I would say seems like just the fact that some like doing enchanting and things like that, they seem a bit smarter.
Yeah.
He stands up and he picks up like a piece of metal off of his workbench and he starts walking over towards the ogre.
Going purely with the assumption that yes, he's going to help me out. I will continue to maneuver myself, knowing that eventually he's going to get the ogre's attention. Hopefully he's going to get the ogre to turn his back to me.
Yeah.
And I'll make that as my move.
Okay. So you sort of stay somewhere hidden and wait to see what he does?
Yeah, look, no. While the ogre's still got his back to me, I'll still continue to go forward.
Yep. You're just sort of working your way over.
Pretty much.
Hoping for a... Because the door's kind of a bit more in an open space.
Yeah.
He walks over and he's sort of like standing a bit behind the ogre. It's like he's kind of waiting. And he's holding this thing and the ogre just sort of like continues watching the other dude, what he's doing. And then the guy that you talk to kind of turns around, he's sort of looking, and he walks over behind another workstation, and there's some kind of vat of something.
Okay.
You didn't get close enough to really see what it was.
No.
But it's some kind of like container, and he just walks past, and whatever he's holding, he just drops it in there and keeps walking. and then nothing happens for a few seconds.
Oh, shit. Yeah, he's my boy. I don't think Grundle would really know what's going on, though.
Well, he's doing something. You know previously that the guys with the dog, they were happy to start shit.
Yeah. I meant more that I don't actually know that he's probably doing something, actual chemical reaction going on here.
After some time, a smoke starts to rise from this container. You can feel a heat coming from the other side of the room.
Shit.
And steam starts to rise and sort of a purple smoke starts to billow out of this thing. And it's basically got the attention of everybody in the room. But it was enough of a delay that guy kind of kept walking and he moved away.
Yeah, okay.
You don't see where he is now.
All right.
But the entire room kind of has their eyes on that right now. And there's a bit of a panic from a few people reacting to it and running to it and trying to do something.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll pop his head up just to see if I can scout out what's going on.
Yep, so you see a panic, you see people moving around. The ogre firmly has his attention on that. He's yelling.
Yeah.
Not in common, though. You don't recognise the language.
Yeah, sure.
He's yelling, and it seems like this is a pretty good opportunity to move.
Okay, I definitely am going. How high are these workstations?
A lot, not that high, probably 4 feet off the ground.
Oh.
But there are some around the outsides that are raised up. Looks like it's almost got a classroom vibe.
Yeah.
Where it's raised up towards the outsides, and there'd be someone in the middle that might do a lecture or something like that. But it's just been possibly converted.
Yeah.
Definitely high enough that you could get cover behind them.
I might disband cover for the moment. I'm going to look on the desks as I'm heading to the gate.
Okay.
Just to see if there's anything that's worthwhile grabbing in my limited exposure to what we've been through. We went through that clockwork basement, and where we picked up the timepieces and the umbrella and stuff like that, the grappling hook. So he's got a little bit of an idea of advanced technology. He probably doesn't know what it does, but he's got a bit of an idea of what may be helpful in this situation.
Do an Arcana check.
Yeah. Oh, no, 20. 28.
Shit. Alright. So you see that there is not items so much that would be useful to take, but you do see that there is papers with the runes that they've been inscribing on these on the armour. You can actually sort of see it kind of even from a distance. You've seen the armour. There's runes on it and things like that. You do see paper that seems to have copies of those runes, not images.
Yep.
Kind of like a guide of sorts that they're possibly working from.
Yep.
That's all you really see.
All right. If I need to do a checker, but I'll just grab it, check my pants as I'm moving.
Absolutely. The distraction is...
I'm definitely not taking time out to look and do this shit.
You just
the main goal is to get out of here.
At a glance, you see that, and you continue moving as you grab it, and continue on into the next room. So you continue through, and the next room, small corridor.
Yes.
It doesn't really seem like there's much of anything in it, but as you walk, it does elevate a bit. It's large enough that big things can be moved through this, and the sound and even the heat from the previous room dies off pretty quickly. And you continue forward, and there's another door. A similar sort of situation, a very large portcullis, and a door to the side.
Okay.
And you've been sort of moving up at this point.
I will spy through the door, the portcullis.
Okay, so you can see through. It's quite dark in there.
Okay, that's good.
It seems like a very large room. There is a bit of light, enough that you can see that there's a large figure in the centre of the room.
Mm-hmm.
It's about...
Similar to before?
It's about 30 feet tall. Looks... At a glance, it's got a sort of a similar shape to that armour that you saw before. Every now and then you can hear the slight moving of chains. The room goes far up ahead into darkness. From here, that's about all you're going to get. There is a dim glowing around whatever this figure is. There, you do see some dim light, like an orange glow, but it's a bit hard to sort of get details at this distance.
Okay.
But it seems like one very large open room.
Yeah. Can I spy the next door from here?
Not with the darkness.
Yeah. Right. I will try the little door.
It opens.
I don't have anything, do I? No. And what are the walls like?
From the position where you are, it's actually very hard to see them because the room is circular. And imagine you're here looking through a door. You can't really see the walls.
Yeah. Since, although, what have the walls been like? Have they been
cold stone?
Flat?
Yeah, pretty
climbable? No, okay.
No, not climbable. I wouldn't say. Flat stone.
Yep. This figure in the middle, I can hear chains. Can I see chains?
At the distance, your character doesn't have dark vision.
No.
I'd probably say no.
Okay.
This figure's unmoving generally, but apart from a very.
If I'm going to just flatly assume this figure is right in the centre of the room, what kind of distance from the gate?
So I don't know if I actually wrote down the size of the room. It's probably the room from end to end. It's a bit hard to tell in the dark.
Yeah.
It's probably about like 40 meters across.
Okay. All right. I will get my sneak on and see if I can crack open the little door first. God, I hope that was good.
Do you want?
Oh, yes, I do.
You do get a luck point as the door creaks as you open it.
Yeah.
The movement of the chain just kind of like abruptly stops.
I will continue.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm committed now.
Door creaks loudly as you open it, and the room is deadly silent.
Okay. Can I see any? Doesn't matter. I don't have any fucking equipment. Torches won't help.
There was torches on the walls.
Coming through here. Yeah. I might go head back and grab one. No, I'll leave it open. I figure he's too big to go through it anyway.
That one, yeah. So you head back and grab a torch.
Yeah.
That will illuminate 30 feet around.
Yep.
And then another, or is it 20 feet and then another 20 feet?
I'd have to look it up.
Well, that might be 5
But-
feet. Whatever. We get the idea.
Yeah.
You make your way back in, and this guy hasn't moved.
Okay. Is he standing, sitting?
Standing.
Standing. Back to me.
Hard to tell, but you don't think so.
I'll go 10 feet into the room.
Yep.
What? Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll go 10 feet in. He'll try and imitate some of the language that he's heard so far.
Do a performance check.
Okay. That's 18 total.
Okay. So you feel like you're doing a pretty good performance, but without knowing what the words mean and things like
I
that.
probably just insulted him, but sure.
Imagine you just go to another country and just imitate their sound. Just
How fucking insulting do I want to be?
It's the most offensive shit. And you hear a deep rumbling voice coming from the center of the room.
You do not belong here.
No, I do not belong. I am trying to leave. May I pass?
You are a prisoner here.
We are all prisoners in some way.
The chains, you hear the chains move when you say that.
Yes.
You are a prisoner too?
He sort of falls a little bit quiet at that.
Okay.
But then he will say,
Their magic binds me.
You do not belong here either?
None of us belong here.
What is here?
Godlike.
Can you get out?
there's almost like a chuckle.
Do you seriously think I would be here if I could leave?
Perhaps I can help you if you can help me. Do you know how to get your chains off?
The magic is beyond you.
I mean, I'm pretty good.
Come, show me.
Oh, shit.
There's a bit of like dismissiveness. He sees you as this small mortal and doesn't
Yeah.
do much. And also keep in mind, he'd probably be able to see perfectly in this room.
And I really don't have anything except for like punching him I can do.
No, you're a monk.
When he's talking, if he's not getting any kind of like aggression from him.
Well, I mean, you're getting more arrogance.
Yeah.
And he's obviously very physically imposing.
Is there anything else in here?
No, in the center of the room, seems like this figure is chained. I will point out again, the armor they were making in the previous room looked like it's made for him.
That's what I'm figuring. The other room, they are making some armor. It looks to be one size fits you. Will they make you wear it and fight?
They seek to control me. They will fail.
Why you? Who are you?
I am the impending storm. They deceive me and ensnare me. They seek to make me a puppet for their will.
Who is they?
The third.
I have heard of them. Did you see little goblin sticks come through here?
Yes,
I was chasing him to get out.
he was here.
He killed me. On the mortal plane. I'm assuming I'm assuming I figured out I'm not on the mortal plane or.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
He's got to cocks his head like a
Yeah.
dog.
Killed you.
Yeah. I'll take the mask off.
Yeah, he kind of saw through.
Yeah, obviously he did, because I am a human.
You are on the mortal plane.
I inform them. Yes, there.
No, this is the mortal plane.
Oh, this is the mortal plane. Oh, I don't understand.
You are deep underground.
So I did not pass on to the afterlife.
No.
This they are powerful. Yes.
God.
And what does this third want with you? Except to control you like a puppet.
Roll like a diplomacy check.
Yeah, okay. It's 26 with an 18. Woof.
The third is a prisoner here like everybody else. They seek to move their prison. And I am their vessel.
Am I getting a beat on like what I'm looking at here?
This is what you're looking at. It's a little bit under scale. He's slightly bigger than that.
That full fucking demon. Okay. And I'll pull out a little bit of paper.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to start angling it, and he would just like put the torch in. Can you see this?
Yes.
These are the runes. They are imprinting on the armor. Does this mean anything to you? Is it to bind them to you?
I assume. I'm not familiar with these runes. But that would seem to be the case.
Do you know other ways that we can get these chains off you?
No.
Okay. Now that I'm halfway through, can I see the other side now of the room?
Yep.
And-
Dimly at the far end.
Yeah.
Like it's a circular room. He's right in the middle.
Yeah.
And yeah, it seems like there's the door at the upper end is the same.
Okay. We'll call him Storm.
Strong.
Storm, I'm going to go this way. I will come back for you. I will try to come back for you.
It's kind of he's like a bit of a like he seems amused. He's like, oh yeah, sure.
I promise, we will eat cheese and wine tonight. Or probably not tonight. At some point. Alright, and you'll go and check on the next door.
It's unlocked.
Yep. Go through. Keep going.
You continue to make your way forward. You see up ahead what looks like a barracks. Dimly lit but consistently lit throughout. A few flickering torches mounted on the walls. You can actually see quite clearly this area sort of opens up into an area with lots of crude mattresses lining the edges. You do see several of those small creatures sleeping and resting in this area. Seems like this is where they've been sleeping. The quiet is occasionally broken by just like coughing and sort of the rustling of like sheets like where they're sleeping. They're mostly asleep in this area.
Yeah, cool.
You can sort of see they look like they've been working in that room from before. That like they had that kind of look about them.
Yeah.
They've got like sort of soot-stained faces and from the metalwork. And all that.
Yeah. How's the lighting?
Dimly lit throughout.
Yeah.
Consistently dimly lit.
Using perception if I need to, I might look. I'm looking for the cleaner ones with less. One with softer, smoother hands probably look like they're more of the enchanting rather than the actual metalwork.
Do a perception check.
Thank you. That one.
They all kind of blend together in the dim
That's
light.
fine. That's alright.
Like I said, mostly sleeping. They don't really pay you much attention.
You say they were goblins?
I've described them as looking like goblins because you don't know what they're called.
Okay.
That's shorthand. They're not goblins.
Okay. I might see is if there's one a little bit separated from the rest.
Yep.
Assuming they're all males, of course.
They all look it. Bit hard to tell.
That's right. I'll go hand over the mouth and
Wake one of them
Yeah.
up. Yep. Sort of looks at you.
You speak common? Yes. One blink for yes, two blink for no.
He blinks once.
Yeah, good. Because if you blink no, I wouldn't have accepted.
He understands.
Okay. Are you prisoner here? The demon, the big boy. Can you free him?
Looks a bit sort of terrified at the idea. Kill us all.
But if you help him escape, he will not kill you, no? How do we get out of here?
Points out the way you came.
No, how do we get to the surface?
Points to the far end of the room, the other direction.
How do I get past the third?
You don't.
The chains on the demon. How do we break these?
You can't.
There must be a way. He cannot be in chains and fight.
Fight?
Is the armor not being made for him?
Yeah.
You clothe him in armor to do nothing? This does not make sense.
You get the impression that he doesn't know.
Yeah, he doesn't know. Yeah.
Obviously, there's going to be some kind of way of breaking the chains.
Yeah.
There might just be a magic key somewhere, for all you know.
In Grundle's mind, that's what it would be.
Yeah. Or something like that.
Yeah.
That's
It would be a physical mechanism, not a magical thing.
Either way, obviously there's a way, but this guy's just when he's responding, he's more like he doesn't know how to do that.
Yeah. How far is this? How many more rooms are there?
One.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's the next room.
You've got to get back and free him, though. If
Kill us.
If he promised not to kill you, but do you know how to free him, though?
Me?
Yes.
No.
Who would know how to free him?
No, I guess.
The
Ogres.
the ogres know?
Huh?
Yeah. Okay.
You don't know.
If I were to attack the ogre in the other room, would the other would you help?
Troblin.
Troblin. Your name is Troblin?
We
Okay.
tells you that their species is called Troblins.
Was it? I'm assuming he's never heard of those before.
No, completely alien.
Yeah. Would the Troblin help me beat the ogre?
There are more ogres.
I only saw the one.
There are 4.
Where are the other 3?
Tells you that 2 of them are further ahead.
Cool.
One of them is he doesn't know.
Yeah.
And then the one.
The one we know where he is. Okay, these Troblins, you wish to be free? But even if we kill the ogres, you cannot be free without the third letting you go.
They'll come for us.
Who?
Tells you that the third controls the demons outside.
There are more demons?
Yeah, you saw demons when you were on your way up.
I did see demons.
You even fought some of them.
Yes, I did.
You're wearing one.
I am. The big demon impending storm?
Sure.
Sure. Could he beat the third in a fight?
No.
What is the third?
God.
You keep saying this.
Me? I don't
No,
say-
everybody. Everybody keeps saying this.
Yeah.
Okay. Go back to sleep. I'll be back. I'll keep going forward.
Yep. Most of them are asleep, even the ones that aren't kind of ignore you. Up ahead you see the door is much smaller. Seems like this is the last room that's really intended to have particularly large things in it. This looks like it's a bit of a repurposed room. It probably previously had a different purpose, but I'd say that you wouldn't be able to tell what it was. The door ahead is a bit more elaborate, more intricately carved, decorated, and things like that. It looks like it's a room of importance.
Yeah.
You certainly get the impression that the room you're in right now probably didn't originally have just sleeping grunts.
Yeah.
It was probably some kind of entrance chamber, some kind of... It was probably decorated. It's just been repurposed. When you see this door up ahead, there is a handle.
Okay.
A double door, kind of.
The storm.
Yeah.
Was he held in the center of the room?
Yeah.
Did he have any leeway at all?
Not really. Seemed like as he moved, like the chains would just immediately be like tight.
And where were the chains attached to him?
The ground. Oh, they were like arms, legs, around the back of his wings.
So he couldn't actually move his arms?
Not really, no. He was pretty tightly restrained.
Okay.
Even his tail had a chain on it.
Yep.
Like he couldn't have attacked at all.
Yeah, that's what I was getting. Okay. I go up and see if I can sneak a peek with the double doors.
A bit of heat hits you. To the right, you can see a warm orange glow, and then sort of it's dark on the other side.
What's the ground look like?
Stone. Kind of a marble sort of stone.
Shit. Alright. Let's open it up.
You open the door.
Yeah.
Start to step inside. So it's a vast room dominated by 3 imposing cell doors. Each door around 40 feet tall, with a metallic surface etched with intricate glyphs glowing with arcane power.
Yeah.
First 2 doors, sort of like they're like barred kind
Yeah.
of thing. They stand empty and dark inside. You can't really see in there. Third one vibrates with ferocious energy, a violent inferno barely contained beyond its threshold. A voice echoes through the room. A multitude of tones entwined in one.
We've been expecting you, Grundle.
Okay. Can I go on?
Of course.
Who are you?
We are the third.
What is your business here?
Business, you're at the heart of our domain.
Where am I?
The God Binding.
Where is the god binding?
Tartarus.
Oh, okay. What are you doing with impending storm?
Don't concern yourself with that.
He is unhappy.
We are all
All unhappy here.
You are keeping him against his will.
He does not have a will. He belongs to us.
You're proposing I am allowed to go?
You will be our herald. Our voice on the surface. Styx has failed us. You will take his place.
Where is Styx now?
He is back on the surface hunting your friends, as you will be.
I think he's arrogant enough that he would be like, I can mentally overcome these guys. They're not going to control me. How are you keeping such a powerful demon? How are his chains? How can you not break these chains?
His power pales in comparison to the God Binding. This place cannot be God.
Really? Who is this god?
Us.
Were you always known as the third?
Roll a diplomacy check.
19 total.
No.
What was your previous name?
The Tribunal.
We heard that before.
Yes.
Yeah. Why have you changed your name? Why are you now the third?
We are different.
Different. We are a god.
Perhaps you need time to consider our offer.
Where would I take this time?
Below.
I prefer not to.
You hear footsteps behind you.
Fuck.
2 large ogres.
Of course they are.
2 large ogres, different but as big as the one from before.
Wow. Okay.
They walk up behind you. They were probably standing in the corners of the room. when you walked in.
Yeah. I wouldn't have noticed it at all.
They like both put an arm under your arm, pick you up,
Yeah.
and they move off, carrying you towards, you can see a staircase
Oh, so this is a new.
descending down.
Yeah. But I have seen that this is a new direction.
Yeah.
Struggle.
It doesn't do much.
Yeah, okay. Not even roll worthy.
You can roll, and if you roll incredibly well, but it might not make it worse. These guys are like,
Yeah, he probably would. In fact, he would see an opportunity to speak Jotun to them.
they might speak that.
Yeah, to see if I can to work out with his chain. He thinks it's a good bet siding with the big bad.
It's good.
Well, it's the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Thought pattern he's going through.
Which one? Oh, you mean these guys?
No,
Or this guy.
yeah,
Oh, okay,
Storm.
yeah. Oh, him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Come on, boys. His best Jotun. Oh, you better say. Come on, boys. We do not need to be so rough. Oh, yeah. Okay, so they understood me.
yeah, completely.
Cool. We don't need to. You don't. I will just follow you. You don't need to carry me.
No.
Okay.
They carry you down the steps.
Yep.
You can talk to them as you go if you want.
Yep.
Of course. You just,
How long have you worked for the third? Are you also prisoners?
we're not prisoners. We will be angels.
Oh.
One of them says. And the other one's like, yeah. Angels with wings.
Did you do sense motive when they said this?
Says what?
Then why do they have the demon chained up?
He will be the third vessel.
Is the vessel the vessel of death?
Yeah, sure. Death.
But I mean, he can't really fight with those chains on, so it's pointless.
I hadn't thought of that.
You already thought of that.
No, I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
Look, angels don't get paid to think. Carry you down. You're descending into... It's a singular room. So, like, the roof of the room below is the floor of the cell where the third is.
Yeah.
And you descend 500 feet, 150 meters down, and you can see
God, it's gonna be warm down there.
like a cage. The entire time you're descending, it seems like this cage it's basically like a wall.
Yeah.
Descends all the way down. You get down to the bottom, and you can see a cage door dimly lit in this area. You can't quite see. It's like one big cage, but like I said, it's the cage goes up to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Did you want to say anything else to them before they...
Look, he would quiz a little bit, see if he can squeeze anything about the chains out of them, but...
The chains, it feels like those in particular, that these two don't seem to really know much about it.
Figuring as much.
When they get to the bottom, one of them has keys.
A lot of keys?
Not really, no. About 4. Opens the door, and they throw you in.
Yep.
You take 5 points of damage. Unless you have a fall thing.
No, I do. Oh, catfall.
Okay, so you don't take any damage. You land on the door, land on the ground, and the door slams shut behind you. They both immediately turn and leave. They don't see that you didn't take any damage.
What am I looking at?
Empty stone floor, stone walls. There's a couple torches around, dimly lit.
Yeah.
Seems to be empty at the moment. So it's a decent large area though. You can't see everywhere. There's dark spots.
Yep.
You sit in silence. Maybe start to move around.
Grab the torch. Have a look at all the crevices.
Yeah, you find someone. You
Oh.
with you.
Human?
Trouble.
Are you okay?
Yes,
You speak as a comment?
I do.
Or you're old?
Yes.
You can't work anymore?
Do a perception check.
Perception?
Perception.
Oh, that's not great. That's a 2. At plus 14. Plus 5. 21.
That's decent. He has a look of a spellcaster,
Oh, cool.
I would say. Obviously not your sort of thing, kind of shamanistic.
Okay, so I wouldn't need to... Okay. Why are you here? You refuse to do the work?
No, I am a spiritual leader for my people. The third keeps me here so my people don't leave.
Oh, you are the leader. They helped me. I am very grateful to your people. But to their folly, helping me hurt them. The ogres hurt them.
They've hurt all of us. He introduces himself as Yurik. Tells you that the third keeps him alive because he's a spiritual leader for his people and it keeps them...
Yeah, keeps them in check.
You introduce yourself as you?
Of course. He's quite comfortable with the Treblins.
Yep.
As in, he sees them, once again, friend of my friend is... Enemy, friend of my enemy is... Yeah, you know what I mean.
He stands up.
Enemy of my enemy is my friend. There we go.
Friend of my enemy is my enemy.
What?
He gets up and starts to sort of look at you, basically.
Yeah.
He says,
He ripped the face off this one.
"Ah,
Does.
you're not a demon."
No.
No, he says, "This might be a blessing in disguise."
That's what the many little ladies say.
Sorry.
What? No. Okay. What do you mean, Mr. Yurik?
You might get us both out of here.
This is the plan. I wish to escape. This third, whoever. Do you really think they are the deities? They are the gods?
Yes. You're not.
They are powerful, yes, but a god is immense, is infallible. Well, sorry, in this world, probably not.
Well, they were once human, like you. Flawed creatures.
What about...
That's okay, we're all flawed.
Okay. Calm down with the insults.
Tells you that they called themselves the Tribunal, and they sought to usurp the gods' power.
That's what a bunch of wizards.
The gods opposed... he tells you that the Tribunal attacked the gods and sought to take their power. They defeated Ignis and absorbed his power into their own. They were not as smart as they thought they were, and all three of them ended up absorbing the god's energy and becoming a Gestalt entity.
Yeah.
He tells you that in their confusion, in that moment, Terra and Unda sealed them in the god binding, which was designed to hold a god. He probably would... So you guys are kind of sitting down, having a bit of a conversation, and he's sort of bringing you up to speed. He tells you that long ago, the gods realized that their power was a double-edged sword. They found that after prolonged periods of calm, no earthquakes, no storms, no violent fires, they would become overwhelmed by the accumulated potential of their powers, morphing into violent, uncontrollable forces of nature. So they recruited the Troblins, who were their most devout followers, to create the god binding. After Ignis had a particularly violent outburst, it was difficult to control, along with the mortals and the gods. Terra and Unda were able to bring Ignis under control, and then after that they decided to build the god binding.
Yeah.
It's a place where they could basically go to cool off. It was never intended to hold all three at once, but the cells above are each designed to hold one of them, and they were able to use this to their advantage when the Tribunal stole Ignis's powers. And they forced him down in here, and then it does seem, he would say, that Terra and Unda did abandon this plane afterwards for fear of his retaliation.
Ignis's?
The third.
The third?
Yes. Ignis is technically dead.
Yeah, so, and then is he actually dead? Is it confirmed?
Dead. Oh yeah, this guy knows that. He will tell you that.
Okay, cool.
He will state it as if it's fact.
Yeah.
So basically, there's a common idea where if you kill a god, you take their power.
Yeah.
So these three guys who called themselves the Tribunal they intended to kill all three gods and take their power.
Yeah.
One each.
One each.
And then they killed the first one, but they all got it.
Yeah.
And in their confusion, suddenly having the power of a god, the other two were able to force them into the god binding. That's what he tells you happened. He tells you that in recent years, the area has been corrupted. The third has sort of been reaching out with its mind. It's spread through this underground network and eventually attracted demons to occupy the area. The Troblins, who basically were caretakers of the god binding, were turned into slaves. And he tells you that his own people are currently being used far above to create effective... Because the Troblins actually created, with the gods, created the cells that can hold them.
Yeah.
So basically he tells you that they are currently creating a new cell. They can't free the third, but they can move his cell.
And what will this accomplish?
He will be able to leave. A suit of armour is being built that is inscribed with the same runes as the third cell.
So he still is in the cell, but the cell is able to be mobile.
Yes.
And the storm demon.
He will be the vessel.
So you will put the third into the demon.
I won't.
Or not you. The third will go into the demon. The armor will go onto the demon, and then it will be a walking cell.
Technically, the armor will be the cell, and then he will go into the demon, which is in the cell.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the cell is now mobile.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the plan.
So this is probably not. This is probably not a good thing.
No.
So should the Troblins probably not be doing this?
I don't think they have much choice, and they're not all as educated.
Have I still got the bit of paper?
Yeah.
Pulls that out, lays it in front of old mate, and says, "Does this give you any indication of how close they are to finishing?"
That in particular, I'd say you could roll. It's hard to tell from one thing because there were lots of them working on different things. He does tell you that he guesses that it's not a quick process.
I imagine not.
The God Binding was built over a century, but also this has been going on for a while. He does tell you that this isn't going to happen tomorrow. He basically tells you that he expects this to take a little while longer and he still thinks he has time to affect change.
How long have you been in here?
25 years.
So we get fed, yeah?
Yes.
Good. Okay, you think I can help you or we can both escape?
Yes.
My question to you is, if this were possible, would it be best? Could we do more damage to? Can the third hear us right now?
It's complicated. He is trapped by his cell, but the God Binding tends to amplify his influence, unintended effect. He is more powerful with his mental influence outside of the God Binding than inside. So if you're not directly near him, he doesn't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
He does tell you, I need 3 items, and I can get you out of here.
I have the shield and the pepper.
5 items.
This is all I got.
No.
What do you need? What do you need?
He tells you there is an item in each of the cells.
Oh.
That's alright, I don't need the one from the 3rd cell.
That's good.
He tells you that he needs the Stoneheart Amulet, the Pearl of Azure Tides, and he needs his focus. His shaman focus.
You have your focus?
He tells you that Grunk has his focus.
Who is this Grunk? Oh.
This is Grunk, one of the ogres.
Okay.
The one with, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the ogres, they're pretty big.
Perhaps you can trick them. We're going to deal with that later. I have a direct path for you for the first 2.
To get to the cells?
Yes.
But that puts me back in the room with the third, yes?
You'll be in the cells.
You can get me directly into the cells?
Yeah, he points up.
What is that?
The cells.
Oh, we are underneath them?
Yes.
They're like 150 feet though.
Yes. 150 meters.
Fuck! I've got a banjo.
You're good at climbing, though, aren't you?
I've pretty good at climbing, yeah. I've got quick climb and I've got a few other things to help.
He moves over towards one of the walls and he says, "Our people built this place. Every stone, every pillar." And he puts a hand on the wall. He pushes against the panel and a set of carved steps spring out from the wall, slowly rumbling. The 3rd underestimates us. But my ancestors built this place. We would not allow ourselves to be so easily imprisoned.
Impressive.
I would have done it myself, but there is a guardian. People don't come back.
Sorry, say again?
There's a guardian
In the cells?
up there.
What is this guardian?
What is what?
What is the guardian?
I don't know.
And people don't come back.
Yeah.
How many have attempted this?
5.
Over 25 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you seem capable.
The other ones were trollums? Problems?
Other prisoners. Humans like you.
Humans. More shit. Okay.
They get thrown in here.
Okay. How about we go together?
I'm old.
Yes. But you're like Yoda on my back. And like spell cast.
He doesn't have his focus.
Oh, of course.
He's effectively just an old man for the most part.
Okay.
Take him with you, but that might, you need him to cast the spell.
Yeah. Alright.
A daunting climb, but the steps will help. The path winds upwards into darkness.
I'll ask if we're in a rush, because if not, I'll try and squeeze in another long rest. Just to get some hit points back.
No, you could definitely do that. He pushes the button and all the stairs go back in the wall.
Oh, 3 or 4.
Cool. The next morning or whatever.
Yeah.
Basically, you rest for enough.
Zero idea of what.
You're doing a lot of...
Pretty sure it's Tuesday though.
Nah, it's Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yeah.
So you rest, and the next day you can make your way up.
Yeah.
You begin the climb.
Rolling for it.
Stairs. There's stairs.
Oh right.
In all seriousness, if I made you climb 100,
we would be here in the morning.
do you realise how many checks you did?
Yeah.
So you start to make your way up, and you head up what feels like probably about halfway.
Okay.
And then you see a statue in the wall.
What does it look like?
Looks like a human.
Does it look like it's aged?
Not really. It's got like its face is frozen, an expression of surprise and terror. Its hands are kind of like reaching out as if to sort of push something.
Okay. Considering Grundle was there for the cockatrice attack,
Yeah.
he may can I roll some kind of knowledge check?
You can do an Arcana.
Yeah.
Does that seem right?
I don't know.
Whatever.
It was just like to me it's obvious.
Yeah.
Not obvious, but to me I'm guessing what's going on. But I'm just like with Grundle, it's only fair that I roll. That's not great. That's 14.
Okay. You've seen stuff like this before, and it's an assumption, but it could be the same thing.
Okay. He may, without trying to meta at all, he'll be conscious that he may need to avert his eyes quite quickly.
That's fair.
You've really got to be conscious of that peripheral flashes of movement.
Yeah. You continue to make your way up. You see several more figures similar to this. They match the numbers of what Yurik said.
Oh no. Is this your friend?
They're like embedded in the wall. They're like half in the wall. So if they were, so that's something I'll say.
Okay.
You make it just slightly past the last one from your count.
Yep.
And an invisible wave of lethargy washes over you. I'll get a Constitution saving throw.
Can.
That's right, isn't it? A Fortitude, sorry.
A fort or will?
I'm still in... No, Fort.
Fort?
I'm still in 5E.
Yeah.
It's only
that is a dirty 30.
Okay. With a dirty 30, you are only fatigued 1.
Fuck. Okay.
Fatigued,
I do have that
-1 status penalty to AC and saving throws.
Of course.
You're quite lucky with that roll.
That wasn't bad.
Moments after that, a low rumbling resonates through the stone staircase, followed by a faint pulsing glow that emerges from the steps just ahead. Suddenly the stone ahead shifts and morphs, a figure detaching itself from the wall.
Alright, so he's going to be... Has he still got the shield?
Yeah, I assume so.
Yeah. How shiny is the shield?
It's not like polished or anything.
Yeah, I was going to say,
scrap.
see if I can do like a Medusa.
That's good.
But you kind of like do the...
Yeah, gotcha. You don't seem to notice anything from peeking at it.
Okay.
It's a stone guardian adorned with glyphs that glow faintly.
How those fatigue lights is it around or...
Till the long rest.
Ah, fuck.
It's a tall, slim figure with humanoid shape and runes on it, and it is going to use one action to move up to you,
Yep.
and another action to push you into the wall. That's actually a save, so I'll get a reflex save from you.
That is a 28.
Yep, so you do manage to avoid that shove.
Yes.
This one's with -5. Oh, that's not good. That's a dirty 20. And it is your turn.
Alright, 1 for wolf stance. I'm assuming, I'm within 5 feet.
Yep,
Alright, flurry. That is 32 to hit.
that'll hit.
I've got nothing special. That's 5 damage plus 4, so 9 damage.
9.
Second hit. That is a 32 minus 4 is 28.
Just hits.
Shit. That is 10 damage. And for the third action, I am going to I think I might raise the will I raise the shield.
You'll have to use a reaction to actually get the bonus AC. It's kind of crap. That's why I stopped using it on my.
Yeah. Alright, I just want to avert my eyes.
You've been looking at it. It doesn't so far doesn't seem like that's been a thing. It tried to push you into the wall.
Okay.
I'll also point out now that it's closer to you, it's quite damaged.
Alright. In that case, look, I'm going to be -8, but I might try and grapple it. At least then I can throw the cunt.
Is it counted as an attack?
It will be. Oh no, it's a double movement, doesn't matter. Wolf drag. I just might try and hit him again. Oh no, whirling throw, I've got to grapple him, don't I? Yeah, I do have to grapple him. Oh, I might grapple him. -8. I don't think it's going to happen. Defense, new action, grapple.
Let's see if it's strength versus forward.
Grapple is athletics checks against their fortitude.
Yep.
Athletics is 18. That's a dirty 30 -8, which is 22.
Nah, it's not going to do
Yeah, figured.
it. Is his turn again?
It is.
I'll get another reflex save as it tries to shove you into the wall.
Oh, for sure. Oh, show. That's not great. 24.
Okay. You are pushed into the wall.
Okay.
Your body's kind of like shoved halfway in.
Yeah.
You lose all of your movement speed at this point,
Yuck.
and then it's going to attack you twice.
Yep.
So -5 to start with. That's a 22.
To hit?
Yep.
No.
Okay, and then it will have a -10.
On a -5?
-5 then -10.
Yeah, but-
Shovels and
Shuffle's attack. Right.
It seems like it's a pretty basic thing, but it seems also like it's damaged from previous combats.
Yeah.
Send enough people up there, eventually they'll go through. Unfortunately, that is its turn. That's all it can do.
It's fucking Yurik's plan, obviously. Okay. Am I able to try and escape this?
Yeah.
Wall?
So it's an actual escape check. So
Yes.
escape is attempt to get free when grappled, restrained, or immobilized. Used unarmed attack modifier, acrobatics, or athletics. You get to choose.
I will choose athletics, thank you. I'm a hero pointing that.
Have you used all of them?
I still had that one. I did use it last time.
Is it? You get a crit of fail.
Oh yeah, I mean it's 19.
Yeah. Actually, no, it's not a crit fail. You failed by 9.
But it's an @1.
Oh, it was an @1, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You get a luck
That's my
point.
little. Alright, that's the first one.
Well, you know it's a DC 28.
Yeah.
Doesn't count as an attack, though.
It doesn't count attack. Alright, then I'll roll again. Nat 20.
No, that's changing it up.
Yeah.
Yep, so your movement speed is back.
Okay.
That's 2 actions.
And this time I'm going to... Oh, that's 2 actions. Fuck it.
So you got 1 left.
Yeah. Pop up.
Flurry of flows.
Yeah. First is a 6.
Ooh.
16. 22 won't do it.
22 won't do it.
Second is less. No, that's all 3.
Reflex save.
Of course. Same again. Fail.
28 to hit.
Fail the reflex and yes to hit.
You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Thank you.
And that's a miss on the 3rd. And then it's your turn.
Okay, escape. 19 on the die, should do it.
Yep.
That's 37.
Yeah, man. It's actually a crit.
Alright.
Oh, no, it's not. It's 1 shot.
And this time I'm going to do a wolf drag. Okay, you rip the enemy off their feet, make a wolf jaw strike. Your wolf jaw gains the fatal D12 trait. And if I succeed, I knock him prone instantly. Yeah.
How far off?
There's a 4 on the die.
Oh.
Yeah, 20. Flat 20. Not even gentlemanly.
It's against Fort.
Oh, that's right. No. No, it's against his AC.
Oh, yeah, you need 28.
That's 3. Right, reflex.
Roll your reflex save.
Hey, it's better.
Ooh.
That's 27.
It's a 25 hit.
25 will just hit. Will 27.
It's 28 to escape.
Yeah, and so I'm asking whether I know that to roll these die on.
You succeeded with 27.
Okay,
I hope I've done that right in previous times, but yeah, that does succeed.
that's fine. So that hits.
Oh, the 25 hits, does it?
25 hit, just hit. Only because I'm fatigued.
Okay, so that is another 7 points of damage.
Cool. And third action?
That was the third.
Oh, okay. You missed.
You missed the second.
Alright, so I am not... I've got all 3 actions.
Technically, you don't actually need to escape every time. It's just you could...
I just don't like it. I don't like being stuck halfway in a wall.
There's the potential that it's a steps thing.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm doing the wolf drag one more time. Alright, this time I'm just going to do flurry for the last 2, so -4. That is 18 plus 16 is 32, 28 to hit.
28 hits.
We'll do it. That is 4 plus 4 is 8 damage.
Yep.
Second, -8. I'm going to do big, don't worry about it.
2 misses.
Oh, sorry, reflex.
Yep.
17 on the die.
Succeed. It's your turn.
Lovely. I'm going to pull this wolf drag off. I can feel it.
It'd be cool.
Okay.
Fuck. You need more luck dice.
That's 26.
2 off.
I know. I can't have more luck dice. Oops.
Go roll 1.
Flurry, 18 hits on the dice.
With the minus, still hits. Yeah.
7 damage.
7.
Second attack, I keep forgetting to do.
The stun.
The stun. That's 1, so that doesn't work, but yeah, what was the stun again? If the strike hits you, this turn must succeed a fortitude save against my class DC.
22, he fails, I think.
Yes, he does. What does that mean?
Stun 1.
You are stunned 1.
Loses a turn.
Boom.
I mean, an action.
An action. Reflex.
So,
15. 33.
26 to hit, and you succeed. So
Yes.
he will do damage.
Yep.
And that is another 8 points of damage. It is your turn.
Alright, I'm going to stop trying to do this wolf drag because I'm just wasting my shit now. Let's grapple. It hates me.
Is it a crit?
It was a crit fail.
Not that. Silver lining.
Silver lining. Which is okay. Oh, that's a. I'm going to attempt again.
With a -4.
With a -4. This dice hates me.
You need new dice.
I need new dice. Alright, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to try and hit. -8.
Nothing close?
No.
Alright, roll save.
No, yes.
Oh shit, that's alright.
No, 20. I'm great at saving against the reflex, that's about it.
I rolled a 2 and a 3.
Nice.
So it's your turn.
Alright.
Does that go quick with one player?
Yeah, it does. Grapple. That's the 3rd time I fucking won, man.
Tell you what, do you want to try different ones?
Yeah. So that's 11 plus athletics check. So that's 29.
That succeeds.
I've grappled him. Alright. He is now going to do a whirling throw. Get ready to fly. You have grabbed a creature. You propel him. Yep, you can throw a creature any distance up to 10 feet plus 5 feet times your strength modifier. So that I can throw him 30 feet.
Yeah.
If you successfully throw the creature, well, it takes plunge into him. So how do I actually attempt an athletics check against the foe's fortitude?
Is another check?
Yes, me.
Is this to throw him or?
Yes, this is to throw him.
Okay.
So it's my athletics against your fortitude, DC.
Okay.
26.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Alright, I pretty much want to throw him on the other side of the wall.
It's a large area.
Yeah.
So the other side of the room is probably like at least 50 feet away.
Alright, well, okay.
You are currently 250 feet up.
Alright, well, can I just... really throw down?
I don't see any reason why not.
Followed by...
You got to jump.
No,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
No, I mean you can just throw him off.
Yeah, I just throw him down.
Yeah, okay, a few seconds passed, and then smash. You hear the sounds of crumbling stone. Probably
Yeah,
like
your kid does there.
it nearly hit me.
I think I got him.
What was that?
You check him, I keep going up.
Alright.
Hope there's not another one.
He's going to be looking up. He didn't expect that. Because no one came back, so he didn't actually know what was up there.
Yeah.
You continue your way up. You are still exhausted 1.
I am.
You're getting sort of up there. You're about 400 feet up. You're getting close, and you notice there's a side chamber. This is seemingly further than any other people of recent times.
Yeah.
You're past.
We know I'm past 5.
Yeah. There's like a small, narrow corridor.
Yep.
That seems to go off slightly. So where you want to go is north, but then there's this. It seems that you look in. There's like a door.
All right. I'll certainly try it if it's something different. So.
Yep. So you go into a room that you check the door. It's unlocked.
Yeah. Obviously going cautiously.
Yep. This room doesn't look like it's been touched in centuries. The air is thick with dust, and you notice a pedestal in the center of the room, atop which lies an object covered with a layer of dust.
Oh. We'll go and inspect it.
You brush away the dust and reveal an old artifact.
A genie.
A monocle.
Ooh.
Polished from unblemished quartz and set in a frame of weathered bronze.
He'll pick it up and inspect it.
Surprisingly light.
Have a piggy peek through.
Your vision becomes sharper. The low light no longer bothers you.
Hey. Yeah. Trouble money.
It seems to help you with dark vision
Like that.
and spotting magic.
Yeah.
That requires investment.
So I've got plenty of investment.
I assumed you had plenty of that.
Yeah.
Other than that, it doesn't really seem like there's anything in this room.
Yep. I'll take the, 3 actions to do that?
Not sure, but either way.
Yeah.
Okay. You continue your way up.
Oh, well, so that was just the room and now I'm back on. Yep, cool.
So back
No,
to where
that's
you
fine.
were. That seems like that's all it was.
Yep. Now with my newfound 80 feet of dark vision, can I see better?
Yeah. It's 500 feet to the top, and you were 400 feet. You were 100 feet away. You were 400 feet up. So you walk a little bit more, and then you can see the top.
Yeah.
You immediately notice the difference wearing this monocle. As you get about 30 feet from the top, so you can see up above. You can kind of see where the 3 cells are.
Okay.
And there's kind of like a grating around the outside that you think you could probably get through.
Yep.
It doesn't look like these are sort of defended in that way.
Did Yurik give me any kind of instruction after, like when I got close to these things?
No.
Okay.
So you move a little bit closer and you're about 20 feet from the ceiling.
Yep.
And as you're going up, you're looking at it and you're thinking, the staircase doesn't actually go to those openings.
Yeah.
Or what could potentially be openings. And you're thinking to yourself, how the fuck am I going to get up there? It's like sleek stone. There's no way you could climb
Oh,
it.
shit. Okay.
And as you get about 20 feet away, you feel an abrupt shift, as if the world itself is flipped over. The pull of gravity inverts without warning, and you find yourself being drawn upwards. You can choose to make a reflex save, or fall 20 feet.
I'll take the reflex save.
I don't know if 20 feet bothers you or not,
It doesn't bother me too much.
but it could take damage still.
I'm pretty sure we're in with Cat. I treat 10 feet. I remove the first 10 feet. If you're an expert in acro, which I am, that makes no difference to me at all.
So
I remove the first 25 feet before.
Oh, really? So it basically means nothing, but you can do a reflex save if you want to look cool.
Oh, always. Yeah. Dirty 20.
Sure. Do the superhero landing.
Pretty much.
On the ceiling. You stand upside down under the floor of the first cell. Your feet plant firmly on what was moments ago the ceiling. Around the outsides of the cell is a grating which may be removed, potentially.
I will attempt.
Yep. Do an athletics check.
Yes. 25.
3-5 is plenty enough. You were able to do that and climb through if you wish.
Yep, I do. Do I know which cell I'm in?
The first one.
And I'm pretty confident in that.
Well, you could actually see the flames of the third cell.
That'll be a good indication.
So, I forgot to mention that, but yeah, you actually can kind of... Yeah, I should have been mentioning that.
That's alright.
So you start to climb through, and gravity kind of shifts. It's kind of awkward as you climb. The gravity seems to sort of like...
Bend with the...
bend around. At the center of the room, enshrined on a simple stone pedestal, lies a stone amulet. It emanates a soft ethereal glow that bathes the cell in a gentle light. You feel yourself literally pulled towards it.
Alright, so guessing this is the Stoneheart Amulet, which would be Terra's.
Seems like that.
If it's stone or earth.
Yeah. You move forward and take the amulet.
Thank you. Oh, getting all the stuff, but I'm going to have to get this back on it.
Seems like you have the first item.
Lovely. I'll see if I can get out of here. When I put my arm through the great hole, it's kind of like pull me to the bottom.
It seems like right now you're in control of the gravity.
Okay.
Now that you're holding the amulet, it seems like it's whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, cool.
You kind of get that understanding pretty quickly.
Okay, so I'll lower myself out so I'm hanging, and then kind of reverse it so that I'm just whoop.
Yep. Flip around and standing on the ceiling underneath the cells.
Yep.
Move over to the second cell.
Can I just run down the wall?
Well, you can control the effects of gravity on yourself at will.
Yeah, so I can. Okay. That makes it easy.
So on yourself, you can kind of do what you want.
Yeah.
Within the God binding.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, middle chamber, please.
Similar thing, do an athletics check to open the grate.
35.
Easy.
Yeah.
Flies off.
Oh, God, now.
Feel so strong.
That's right. Pearl of Azure tides.
You step over the threshold into the second cell. You feel a chill in the air, like a cool mist. The room is veiled in a serene blue light that seems to emanate from the cell's center. There, resting on a stone pedestal sculpted in the shape of a cascading waterfall, lies the Pearl of Azure tides.
I will grab it.
With an outstretched hand, you reach for the pearl. Its cool touch sends a ripple of calm energy coursing through you.
Sexy. While holding the pearl, you can breathe underwater. That's, I'm assuming, anyway?
Yep.
Nice. Kind of cold. Short water, calm emotions, great. Fogs, cruises. Let's go get some shaman shit back.
Ooh. I mean, you still only got 3 actions.
Yeah, I know.
That's the problem.
Oh, the casting a spell is 2 actions.
Or whatever the spell says.
Yeah.
So those are just normal spells.
Yeah.
Yep, did you want... It's up to you.
Can I do a perception check? Actually, can I clink the monocle to cast one of the detect?
Sure. The only magic you're going to detect is these items.
Okay. I'll still do a bit of a look around. Are they is this, considering this is literally a cage for a god?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm assuming there's
when you were on the
wicked shit runes and crazy shit around.
Presumably there's runes. You don't actually see any of them from the inside, but when you were on the outside of the gate, you saw lots of runes on the doors.
Yeah.
So presumably that stuff faces out, visually faces outwards.
Yeah.
So you can't see it from the inside.
Okay. I don't want to tempt fate. Have a look at the third grade.
Alright. I mean, that cell is completely full of fire.
Yeah, right. I've got cold. I'll be right.
Should be right.
No, okay, I'll start. I will stabilise my gravity to adhere to the wall.
Yep.
And just walk down.
Huh?
Yeah.
Down the walk. You make your way down. Yurik is watching you walk down. You found them.
No.
You're on the wall.
Oh, this is another thing. This is one of my skills. No, I found them.
Oh. Very good.
And this little funky beast.
What's that?
It's a monocle.
Ah.
It means I can see in the dark.
You can't see in the dark?
No, I can now.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of need it. I'm going to hang on to this one.
Okay, you can have it. Don't know where you found that. We just need the focus. Grunk has it.
Okay. So when we were dumped into this room...
Yep.
Was that... I suppose it's not really the only way out of here, is it?
Well, actually, kind of is.
So there's I must have walked past a door going up.
There's a door on the ground, near the ground.
Yeah.
This cell wall covers the whole area.
Right.
All the way to the top.
So I'll go up and have a crack at this door.
Okay. It's a fairly sturdy prison door, metal bars. How would you like to?
It's locked, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I can't really. You have any lockpicks?
No.
Do you have anything?
Not really. Got this fork.
A fork?
Fork.
I mean, is it for eating?
Yes.
Okay, civilized. How long until we get fed?
Once a day.
And how long away is the once a day?
So he was fed shortly before you came down here and you took a rest. So say like 10 hours.
10 hours away?
Yeah.
Is when they give you the food, they open the gate, opens the door, or slide it through?
Slide it.
Fuck. So I'm going to Okay, when he comes, I'm going to threaten your life to make him open the gate.
Right.
You understand?
Yes.
I'm going to say I'm going to kill you.
It's a bit intense.
I'm not going to kill you.
Okay. Well,
I'm not going to kill you.
inside.
Sense motive.
Sounds like a plan. Just don't actually kill me.
Unless we can make a fake me or a fake you, I don't think we can.
Straw? I don't have a bed.
You've been living it pretty tough for 25 years.
Troubles are hardy.
Do you have any, like, chicken bones? Anything sharp? Except for the... Oh, can I have the fork?
Hands you the fork.
I use the blunt end. You want that?
Okay.
And we'll time skip 10 hours if you're happy to.
Alright. 10 hours later, you hear the footsteps of Grunk.
Oh, it is Grunk.
This one.
Yep, cool.
Grunk
Even better.
heads down.
When I start hearing that, I'm going to start, like, shouting.
Okay.
Like, pretending to have an argument.
Do a performance check.
Yes, of course. That's an 11 plus 8, I think. 19.
Not terrible. And he's not the brightest. He starts to rush down.
Yeah.
What's going on?
You stay out of this. You little green thing.
Yellow.
Little yellow thing. I'm going to kill you.
No.
And then all of your little followers, they will run away.
Don't.
And I'll kind of do the whole back to him and...
Yep. Your total was 19 on performance, was
Yes, it was.
Grunk walks up to he sort of puts down the food. What are you doing?
I'm going to kill this little man.
Why?
Because then his other little friends, they will run away.
Don't do that.
Why not? What are you going to do?
He's supposed to be alive.
Well, not if I kill him.
Put down the fork.
Oh.
Well, no, he wouldn't know it was a fork. He said, let him go.
No. Open the gate.
He looks confused.
Open the gate, please.
Look, I'm going to have to come in there and I might have to brutally injure you if you don't let him go.
You won't make it in time before I cut his throat.
Oh, I've had it with this. And he gets out the keys. He unlocks the door.
Yes.
He starts to walk up towards you. He's got a large... He probably doesn't have his sword because he was carrying the meal trays, but he does have like a large sort of bladed fist weapon.
Yeah, cool.
And he's moving up towards you.
Alright, he's going to, if I can free action, just let go of Yurik.
We could say that happened before the combat.
Yep. Chuck Yurik in the thing aside. He's going to action run up the wall. Because now we can gravity do that.
Yeah, you can in here. You can basically walk on whatever surface you want.
Okay, and yeah, he's going to...
Jump on him?
Yeah, jump on top of him.
Okay. Do an acrobatics. That would be an action, I'd say.
Yeah.
So it's movement and then...
Acro.
Yeah.
That is a 22.
You land on top of him. So you are now sort of on top of on the back of his head kind of thing.
Okay, and I want to try and grab his keys.
Okay.
Sorry, did you say it was 10 foot higher?
Him?
Yeah.
He's like double your height.
No, I'm talking about the door. The cage.
The cage door, it's sort of a regular size.
Sorry, is it ground level?
Ground, what do you mean? I'm confused.
So when you first put me in here,
Yeah.
I fell 10 feet. Was that
They
just...
threw you.
They threw me. Okay, don't worry about it then. Sorry, I just envisioned... I just thought that it was higher.
Yeah. Because they're so tall. That was what that was.
Yeah, I'm going to punch him.
Yep. You get a circumstance bonus on the attack.
Yeah. First attack. What kind of circumstance?
How big a fail is that?
That is 18.
It's not a crit fail.
I'll take it. -4. 31, 27.
Yeah, that's a success.
Beautiful. That is 10 damage.
Oh, that's decent.
Yeah, it's not bad. Even without me wraps.
Okay, this guy's pretty tough.
That's
one
it would be.
and
That's me. Well, that's run, jump,
And flurry.
and flurry.
So he's going to do an athletics. He's going to basically attempt to throw you off.
What was Yuri's? Can we see Yuri's focus? Is it on? Do I know what I'm looking for?
He's carrying it. It's on his belt.
Excellent.
But he will need time to cast the spell.
That's fine.
So he's doing an athletics check. Oof. Dirty 20.
Against my
reflex.
No.
He's trying to throw you off. He's going to basically just do... So that counts as an attack. And then he's just going to do 2 attacks against you. That's a 29. Oh, no, wait. -5, 24.
For
Just an attack.
AC 25.
Misses by 1. He's kind of a bit like trying to swat you off kind of thing. So he's going to do another one. -10. That's a 27.
Hits.
Does 12 points of damage.
Shit. Okay. Yep. And you got a third action.
He tried to throw you off.
That was it. Yeah. Cool.
So it's your turn again.
Okay. I'm going to try and harm an object. I've got to look that up. Try and get this thing. I'm assuming that's what we want.
Yeah, sure. Or sort of. Don't know if it's quite the right. I feel like there's kind of a
Without being noticed, thievery.
yeah. Is it? So there's a thievery check, is there?
There is, but it's the.
Well, you're not worried about being noticed.
I'm not worried about being noticed at all.
Just give me a straight dexterity check.
Straight dex +4. 16.
Okay. So lower DC because it's a...
Yeah, because
So what are you going for? The focus?
I'm going to go for the focus first.
Yep, you snatch the focus.
All right, and I might try again. This time, go for the keys.
Okay.
Same thing.
I mean, it's still a problem.
I know,
Yeah.
but these are the two. If I get rid of these two, then I can get away from you.
Okay.
That's not good. That's 9.
That'll get you... Oh, no, it won't, because
No.
it's just a thing check.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to try and throw.
Oh, hang on. So that was 2.
Is that flurry? Well,
I have no flurry. Yeah, I'm about to do flurry if that doesn't.
Yeah, so you've got one more action.
Okay, I did get the keys, I'm assuming.
You just got the focus.
Should I give him the focus, or should I? No, I'll do that next. I'll do flurry now. First is 15 plus 16, 31.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, second, 28 minus 4, 24 for the second.
Misses by 1.
Damage. That's 7 plus 11 damage. I should really shoot him with a cone of coal or something.
Alright. He's going to try and throw you off again, so
Yeah.
your reflex.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, no, wait, he's rolling against your reflex.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 27. Because I'm fatigued.
Oh, that's a crit.
I'm fatigued.
Yep. He succeeds at throwing you off, and with your catfall thing, you won't take any damage from it.
Okay.
He does throw you, you fall adjacent to him, pretty much. Not out of his range.
Yep.
He's going to attack twice.
25 should go off.
No. Doesn't hit with either attack.
Okay.
And then it is your turn.
Cool. I am going to, first action, throw the focus to Yurik.
Okay. Yeah, he does say, I need time to cast.
Yes. So he's the fuck up. And going for the big fucking sweeping uppercut.
It's a problem.
No. Second action, I'm going to go into wolf stance. And I'm going to go for the wolf drag, I think.
He does say he needs the other 2 items to cast the spell. It's not like a single action cast. It's like a ritual.
Oh, so he's not just like a caster.
He is a caster, but the thing that he wants to cast, teleport, isn't just a simple... It's a multi-turn thing.
Oh, no, I'm not. Say just cast some fucking shit against this guy.
Oh, if he's got his focus, he can cast some spells.
Yeah, that's what I was going with.
Oh, okay.
Just cast something. Right, so that's 1 wolf stance, and then I'm going to wolf jaw. I think I need 2 for that. Wolf drag is 2, don't worry about it, so I'm just going to flurry. Flurry then, boom! That's 31 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And second is that 1. take that if I can.
Yeah.
Yay. Oh, another 1. That's 5 damage. Yurik is in the fight.
So that was your turn.
That was my turn.
I'll have Yurik go after you.
Of course.
Basically, we'll probably have him spend an action grabbing the focus.
Yeah.
And then he will cast a spell. He holds out his hands. There's like a bit of a green glow. And old mate will make a save. You see the ogre dude sort of lurches. You can kind of hear him like start to like gag.
Yeah. Go Yurik.
Takes 10 points of damage, and then you sort of see like some kind of green substance spilling out underneath his mask,
Oh.
like out of his mouth.
This is gross, Yurik. I'm right here. I'm sorry about the stone thing.
And then it is the old mate's turn.
Yeah.
And he's going to he's kind of a bit confused, and he's going to make 3 sort of savage attacks quickly against you.
Sure.
The first attack is a 20. That's a miss. Second attack is a 29.
Hits.
And third hit. So he's got 1 hit. 11 points of damage.
Unblooded.
Okay. That is the end of his turn.
We need to put this guy down or something.
You've got spells.
I do have spells, but
At the very least, Cone of Cold.
that's not exactly what I'm looking at right now. Oh! I'll cast that shit. Like 2 steps back, 3 steps back.
Yep.
Attack bot.
No.
No. Kind of cold with my pearl. Basic reflex save. The DC say 20 plus your level. Okay, so 28.
No. That's a critical failure.
Oh, you're gonna get. Oh, I don't think it matters, does it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Spell attack rolls 15 plus your level. Okay, Icy Cold Rusher, you deal 12d6 damage to the creatures in the area. Heightened +1. I'm not sure if that crit does anything.
No, it doesn't sound like it. No. It'd say on like failure, success, and all
I would have
that.
thought so. Alright, so
How many is that?
45.
He looks incredibly rough.
Because I'll do that shit again.
Can you? I think it's 5 charges. Or...
It's 5 charges, I've got 10.
So you actually can do it.
I can't do it twice. Alright, and for my third action. Oh no, that would have been 2. 100%.
Does it say 2 there?
Well, it doesn't actually say any.
It should say.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's got the little action thing there. I'll go back.
Where? Oh, it does too. Double. Yeah, it's double action. Cast a spell.
Did you use your third action? Oh, you moved back.
I moved back.
Yurik is going to cast a cantrip.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Keeps the goal going.
Yep. He does get a hit. Does 5. This dude's like on his last leg.
Yeah.
And then it is his turn. Is that right? Yeah.
Yes.
He's going to start to, like, he sort of looks a bit like, it's a bit, you can't read his expression because he's wearing a mask.
Yeah.
He goes to lunge forward. He moves up and swings at you.
Yep.
He gets a 27 hit.
Hits.
That's 11 points of damage.
God damn.
And then he sort of seems to hesitate. You get like there's a hesitation, and he sort of turns and goes to run. So he's moved up, he's attacked, and then he's gone to run. He's running for the door.
Do I have attack of opportunity? Fuck, I think I do. Stand still. I do have that. Oh, I got it to 19! Which makes it a 35.
That's crit.
It is?
AC 25.
Yeah, cool. 7 damage.
How do you want to do this?
He's pretty big. So what I want to do as he turns around, I just want to like kick him in like the knee, so he kind of trips over and his head just plows into the wall.
Crack. Blood slowly seeps out underneath his skull.
Oh.
Into the ground.
Do you reckon they will come and check on him?
We should move fast.
What do we do? Are you prepared to leave your people?
I'll come back.
Me too. I want to help out impending storm.
Not my first thought, but okay.
You have your people, I have mine.
You're making friends with Steven.
That's right. I do want to see what this guy's got.
Large crude weapons, things like that. He's got some jerky.
Oh, jerky.
If you'd like to do that, Yurik will step up behind you. I need the items.
Okay. What do you got to do with it?
They are to empower the spell.
Okay. Does it matter that I use some of it? The juice?
He just needs the actual items.
Cool. And when we get out of here, I can get them back for a little bit?
I can give you one. I will need one myself.
Which one do you want?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, why?
He needs the power of it.
Okay.
He needs one of them. He doesn't actually care which one. So he tells you that he can leave you with one.
But they both have their uses.
So you can choose one of those to keep.
Okay. Analytical deal.
He doesn't care about the one.
Two bananas.
He doesn't even know what it is.
That's right. Okay, I'll give them both to him.
Okay. He will get you, before he casts a spell, he needs you to decide which one you'll keep.
Oh, okay. Fuck, I do like them both, actually. The reverse gravity is fucking sick.
Yeah, that cone of gold's always handy,
Like,
though.
Cone of Cold, man, it's just 12d6 straight off the bat. What the fuck?
And it's area of effect, too.
And it's area of effect as well. And if I'm really going up against these other three, that would be wicked to go against them with that.
Well, you don't know.
Alright, I'll go blue.
Okay. And also lets you breathe underwater. Could come in handy.
Yeah.
Alright.
Whereas the other one is much more. It's in the god. You got to have it within the god binding, but it's
For its
godlike in the god binding.
Yeah. But it's got a little bit more in the spells, like a bit more variety.
Yeah.
Although the calm emotions and stuff could be handy as well.
Sure.
Alright, so he gets the three items and sort of lays them out in front of himself. And he says, I will begin casting now. Stand close.
Okay.
If you feel a tingling sensation, it means something has gone horribly wrong.
I'm gonna pick him up and put him in my lap.
So he begins chanting in a low sort of, is like a low chanting in a foreign language. The sound of his chanting resonates through the room. The pearl of Azure tides begins to shimmer, casting light of dancing waves. Blue light illuminates Urik's face. The Stoneheart Amulet pulses in time with Urik's chant. A soft, warm glow radiates from its core. The chant rises in intensity. This takes him a few minutes of this. It's not a quick thing.
Yeah.
With a powerful final crescendo, Urik throws his head back, raising the artifacts towards the ceiling. There's a blinding flash, an intense resonating boom, and a gust of wind sweeps through the cell. As the light fades, you find yourself standing under an open sky. Return to the surface. You gaze at the horizon. It's the rising sun casting long shadows behind you. You don't see Urik anywhere, but you do have the Pearl of Azure Tides in your hand, and you hear a voice behind you. You'll have to pay the toll if you want to cross the bridge.
Orangutan, panda, orangutan, thank you.
I went to get coasters, and I was like, this is all we've got. And I was like, at first I was like, no, that's not what I want. And then
Really?
And then I walked around the shop a bit, and I'm like, hang on a minute. That is exactly
This is exactly what I need in my life.
Before we start, there is one sort of homebrew rule that I am going to be implementing.
No problem.
Basically, it's luck dice.
Yep.
If you get a critical failure, then you get a luck die. Basically, you can only have one luck die at a time. That encourages you to use it.
Okay.
Because if you sit on it and then you get another critical failure,
You've lost it.
you don't get another one.
Yeah.
It's a D6. You can add to any D20 roll you roll.
Okay.
And you can do it after you know the results.
Okay.
You don't get it for every critical failure because, like, for example, if you try to do a skill check that's a DC 30 and you've got a +2,
Yeah.
then it's like, well, I'm not giving you one for that because you're never going to get it.
And you could be purposefully trying to knock up. Yeah.
It's kind of DM's discretion, but generally speaking, if you get a crit fail, you get a luck die, and the idea is that just if somebody's just getting really bad luck and they just keep rolling really, really badly,
Brings them back to the game a little bit.
yeah, it makes them feel, at least there's a silver lining.